She said yes!
No, I said I do.
Oh, she said I do!
Say hi.
Hi.
Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today is our 3rd year anniversary. Yay!
Whoa, we survived 3 years!
Yeah. I know. Woo, it's a huge feat. And we decided that today we would talk about our 3 favorite memories from our wedding day. To start, why don't you tell us one of your favorite memories from our wedding?
The first thing that comes to mind was having all of my best friends there from all over the place. I had friends from Spain where I grew up. I had friends from Bible college in Missouri, friends from California. I especially loved having John there from Bible college because I'd always joked with John about how he should be a professional speech giver for weddings. And so when it was my wedding day, there was no doubt that I was gonna have him come out and give my best man speech. And it was just hilarious. Everyone was dying laughing. It was so fun to have him do that.
I think one of my favorite memories was the reception when everyone was dancing together.
Oh, yeah.
And I think why I loved it so much was because it was like all my favorite people together in one room.
Mm-hmm.
And
Doing one of your favorite things?
doing one of my
Dancing.
favorite things, dancing. I think what I loved about it was seeing everyone having a wonderful time celebrating with us. It was just so special. And on the topic of dancing, I know this is probably 2 in 1, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I really loved dancing with my daddy. And it was very emotional. I was actually really proud of myself. I tend to be a little more emotional, and I only cried when dancing with my dad. And I just have such a deep love for my dad. So being able to dance with him on my wedding day was such an amazing gift, and to be able to have him like release me to you was so good. I'm gonna cry now, I'm not gonna cry. But it was so special just to have my daddy dance with me because I love him a lot. So anyway, stop. I said I wasn't gonna cry.
Thinking about our actual wedding ceremony, I really loved our worship time. It's not very easy for me to cry or express much emotion, but when we were worshiping together, I may have shed a couple tears, and it felt really good actually to do that. I think it was just really special that our wedding was Christ-centered, and I realized it wasn't something that we were going into just because it's something we wanted to do, but it's something that God actually planned, and we were keeping him at the center of our marriage from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, we had several people come up to us after our wedding and say that was the most special wedding I've ever been to. And I would say I agree.
Yeah.
But the reason why it was, I think, because we welcomed God to come and to be the center of our wedding. Another one of my favorite memories was our foot washing ceremony that we did at our wedding. As a sign of serving one another, we washed each other's feet. It's a statement saying, I am all right with humbling myself and getting low to meet your needs and to love you with all that I am.
I wrote a message on my foot for Jocelyn so that when she took off my socks, she would see the message and it would make her laugh. I don't even remember what the message said, but the funny part about it was, since my feet were sweaty, it smeared the message and she couldn't even read it.
Oh,
You remember that?
yes, now that you mention that. That's so funny.
She took off my socks and she was probably like, what the heck?
Oh, your sense of humor.
Oh, it was funny.
Okay.
Would have been funny. It was also pretty special that the song that you created was playing in the background at the same time.
I wrote a song and had one of Daniel's friends from California fly out and sing it live at our wedding. It was beautiful, like can't even describe. And I didn't write the song for our wedding, but it fit perfectly. What was your last favorite memory?
It may sound superficial, but the food. The food was an awesome memory because we chose unique things that were special to us. We didn't go with the traditional, we didn't go with what we thought most people would like. We really thought of what things do we really like and want to be a part of our wedding. For example, we both love Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
So we were like, why not? Let's do Chick-fil-A for our wedding. And then for dessert, Jocelyn loves cinnamon rolls. There's like no one I know that loves cinnamon rolls more than this girl. So we said, let's not do a cake. Neither of us like cake. So we were like, let's do cinnamon rolls. And that was an awesome choice. People actually loved that.
Like loved it.
Yeah, no cake, no cupcakes, cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls. A cinnamon roll tower.
Yeah. Another thing that we both love is popcorn, especially Jocelyn. Jocelyn used to eat popcorn every single night. So we were like, why don't we just use popcorn as our favor?
Yeah.
So we had a popcorn bar with tons of different types of popcorn.
And it was so good.
Yeah.
People loved it too. They were like through a whole wedding going to the popcorn bar, getting popcorn and coming back for refills.
Oh.
My final favorite memory would be saying our vows to each other. So Daniel and I both wrote our own vows and we read them to each other on our wedding day, and that was so special because it was from our heart. Both of us took a lot of time to think and pray through what we were going to write as our vows. Our wedding vows are actually hung up in our room. We had them printed out, put in picture frames, and we read them to each other frequently. It really is good to remind ourselves what we promised each other. The final thing that made our wedding day so special, I remember having a conversation with my dad, and I was in his room and I was crying because I wanted all this stuff for my wedding. I wanted it to look a certain way, I wanted it to be a certain way, and financially we weren't able to have all of my dreams, so to say, for our wedding. And my dad asked me, Jocelyn, what is the most important thing that you want for your wedding? There was two things that came to my mind. The first thing was, I want people there. More than I want a nice venue, more than I want nice expensive food, more than I want anything else, I want people there. I want as many people as I can have there that mean a lot to me, that mean a lot to Daniel. And so once I settled that in my heart, it was really easy to make decisions of like, I'll have a venue that may not be as nice as what I wanted, but we'll decorate it and we'll make it exactly what we want. And that way everyone that we want to be there can be there. And then number two, which both of us really from the beginning were like, this is important to us, was to get a really good photographer and videographer. We spent more money to have a nice photographer, and his sister is an amazing videographer. And we spent the money on those things because we wanted memories that would be lasting. There are so many different variables that go into marriage. I am so aware of that. What I will say though is that the root of our success is putting God first in both of our lives. And I just encourage you, if that is not the root of your life or your relationships or marriage, then to put it at the center and begin to see how God shows up. Well, what do you think? It's been a good 3 years?
Yeah, it's been wonderful.
Yeah, and we say it hasn't been perfect, but it's been wonderful.
Best years of my life.
Me too.
You remember what our wedding kiss was like?
Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I think it was maybe even a little bit quicker than that. I was left hanging like, did her lips even touch mine?
Well, thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it, and we would love to hear, if you're married, what your favorite wedding memory is, and if you're not married, your favorite memory that you have from going to someone else's wedding.
Oh, and don't forget to like this video
And subscribe.
and hit the bell notification.
Ding, ding, ding. So you will know when my next video is out every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I will see you in the next one. We're gonna go celebrate our 3 years. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.